What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with the beginner guitar show for Fuego Lento by Drake Bell. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by Drake Bell that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, real quick before we dive in, I know my voice sounds pretty rough right now. I've actually been really sick for the last couple of days, but I was really excited to share this song with y'all because it's so fun to play. It's such a great song. So I just am going to do the best I can, but I should have my voice back to normal in a couple of days. So with that in mind, here's Fuego Lento. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Fuego Lento on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 3rd fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing you want to know for Fuego Lento is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with a verse, then go to pre-chorus, then chorus, then verse, pre-chorus, chorus again, then a pre-chorus, and then we're going to finish up with one last chorus. And the last thing you want to know before we dive into Fuego Lento is the 4 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is A minor, the next one is G, the next one is C, and the last one is F. And I'll have a beginner way to play that F chord in the pinned comment below, as well as chord charts for all the other chords for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Fuego Lento. Man, I absolutely love this song. I actually love learning songs in different languages and just listening to them in general. And it's even cooler that Drake Bell did this. I was a huge Drake and Josh fan growing up, so I was super stoked when I first heard this song. And the guitar for it is so cool and so fun to play. So with that in mind, the first thing we're going to take a look at is the verses. The verses, we're going to have this little picking pattern that's going to repeat through all of our verses. It's not too hard. It is going to be a little tricky at first, so I'd recommend going a little bit slow as you start out, and then you can kind of get a feel for it and speed it up as you're able to. So let's take a look at that picking pattern. So what we've got here is we're going to start here on 3rd fret of the G string. We're going to hit that, and we're going to slide it up to 5th. So we're going to go, that's our first note there. And then we're going to go 3rd on the B, and then we're going to go open high E, and then we're going to go 1st B, and then we're going to go open B. And that's our first little section there. So slowed down one more time. We've got 3rd, slide to 5th on G, 3rd B, open high E, 1st B, open B. And that's our first little section. The next little section we're going to do is very similar, but we add a little bit onto the end. We're going to again start with 3rd on the G and slide that to 5th. And then we're going to have 3rd B, and then open high E, and then 1st on B. Sorry, I kind of lost where I was there for a second. So 1st on B, and then this is where it changes up just a little bit. We're going to go 1st on high E, slide to 3rd on high E, and then we're going to go 1st on high E, and then open high E, and then 3rd B. So one more time walking through that, I kind of stumbled through there a little bit. That second part, one more time walking through that, we're going to go 3rd, slide to 5th on G, and then 3rd B, and then open high E, 1st B, and then we're going to have 1st slide to 3rd on high E, and then 1st high E, open high E, and then 3rd B. And that's our second part there. And what that's going to do is those two are just going to repeat throughout the entire verses, all the way through. So once all the way through with both of those sections, we'll look about like this. Again, starting here at 3rd fret of the B, 3rd fret of the G, we're going to go 3rd G, slide to 5th, 3rd B, open high E, 1st B, open B. That's our first section. Next section, we've got 3rd slide to 5th G, 3rd B, open high E, 1st B, 1st slide to 3rd on high E, 1st high E, open high E, 3rd B. And that is it, guys. That is just going to repeat over and over again throughout all of our verses. Like I said, it is a little bit tricky getting those shapes down at first and getting your fingers to all the right places. So be sure to start that really slow and just speed it up as you're able to. That's exactly what I had to do. That's what I always recommend for any picking patterns or really anything on guitar that you might be struggling with at first. Just start by playing it really slow but accurate. But then once you get it down better and better, you can speed it up to full speed. So guys, slowly first a couple of times through that picking pattern that we'll repeat through our verses. Slowly will look about like this. And guys, a couple of times full speed through the picking pattern that will repeat on the verses for Fuego Lento will look about like this. And from there, guys, we're going to be into our pre-chorus. For our pre-chorus, we're going to have a chord progression and a strum pattern. Our chord progression for pre-chorus is going to be A minor, G, C, and F in that order. And what our strum pattern for each chord is going to be this. We're going to do a quick and choppy down, up, and then we're going to mute the strings right after. And if you don't know how to do that, all you're going to do is you're going to hit your strum pattern, down, up, and you're going to take this part of your hand right here, the soft part of your hand, and you're going to palm mute it. So basically you're just going to slap it down onto the strings close to the bridge, right where you'd normally be strumming. So again, we're going to go down, up, stop, and we're going to do that for each chord. So one more time, kind of walking all the way through that. Down, up, 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 down, up. Just like that through all of your pre-chorus. So guys, a couple of times through that chord progression and strum pattern without me talking for your pre-choruses will look about like this. And guys, finally, the last thing that you need to know to play Fuego Lento on guitar is the choruses. For the choruses, we're going to have a chord progression and a strum pattern again, and our chord progression is actually going to be the same as what we played for our pre-choruses. So A minor, G, C, and F. But we are going to change our strum pattern. What we're doing for strum pattern for the choruses is going to be this. We're going to go down, up, down, just like that. And it's spaced out like that on purpose for a reason, because that's kind of how we're going to space our strums out. So with our A minors, our example here, we're going to go down, up, down for each chord, but a little faster. So down, up, down, about that speed for each chord. So walking through our whole chord progression with that strum pattern, it looks something like this. We'll go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just like that through all of our choruses with that chord progression and that strum pattern spaced out exactly like that. So guys, a couple of times through that chorus, chord progression, and strum pattern without me talking will look about like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Fuego Lento on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 690 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, looking at me a perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what song I'm jamming on today or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, I've actually been listening to this song for quite a while, pretty much right since it came out. I'm a fan of Drake Bell, and I watched Drake and Josh religiously whenever I was a kid, and so everything that he kind of puts out, I like to listen to and check it out. And this one, as soon as I heard it, I was just like, this is such a cool song. And the guitar for it's so cool too. And I had no idea that like Drake Bell could speak Spanish like this. Who knew that? So anyways, it's a great song. It's so much fun to play. That little picking part in the verses is so cool. And it's kind of like a reggaeton vibe is what the vibe of the song is. And I love that. I actually love that kind of music and listening to that. I like listening to songs in other languages like I kind of mentioned earlier on in the lesson. And that's kind of one of my favorite genres to listen to and stuff. So this one is super, super cool. It's a really great beginner one. Like I said, that picking pattern's a little tricky, so you might have to start that one slow and then speed it up as you get it down. But other than that, everything else in this song is fairly beginner friendly, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of fun to jam along with the song and all that kind of stuff. So guys, I had a blast learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.